la-da-da lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are all doing well. Today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I just wanted to give you a bit of a life update and basically sit down and have a chat with you guys. I've made a couple of decisions lately in terms of both life and YouTube, so I thought that I should kind of include you guys in that. So get comfy, let's sit, have a chat and get into it. Pretty much the main update that I have for you guys is the fact that I have decided to go back to university. Woohoo! Now, the main reason that I actually wanted to have a chat with you guys about this is, one, there's probably a lot of you guys who didn't even know that I used to go to uni. Two, there's probably also a lot of you guys who don't actually know what I do in like my day-to-day life. I have mentioned that I work full-time before, but I've never really gotten into it. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a bit of context and then let you know kind of where I'm going from here, what's happening with my YouTube, and just a basic update. First of all, it's probably important to know I am 23, turning 24 this year. I graduated high school in 2016, took a year off in 2017 and went to uni from 2018 to 2019. I don't know how it is now, but basically when I was in high school, it was very muchly pushed that what you should be doing after school is going to university. It was never really like discussed or actually put forward as an option that you would go straight into full-time work, so that was never something that I actually did. When I had my first year off, I struggled massively to find a job. I had never had a job before during school because I went to boarding school, so I couldn't really go and have a job after school. It just wasn't really on the cards for the life I was living. And as for before that, years 7 to 10, I went to school in a different country town to where I lived. Therefore, I would have to take the bus an hour there and an hour back. So any after school shift that I would have wanted to do, say at the local like grocery store or whatever it may have been, just wasn't really plausible. So when it came to being 18 and getting a job, it was just a bit of a struggle, to be honest. My first job, I wound up being in a kitchen at a retirement village. I got this job through my sister, as she had the same one as me, worked with me for a while and then moved on. But basically I would do some exterior catering deliveries. It was kind of weird. I technically worked for a catering company and the catering company was employed by the retirement village. So I would do some exterior jobs and some jobs within the retirement village, but basically I had 3 days a week. And while I was doing this for the year that I worked there in 2018, I was studying at Curtin University and I was doing professional writing and publishing. I did professional writing and publishing for 2 years, 2018 and 2019. I don't think at any point I technically did full time. To be honest, I just had no idea how uni really worked. I didn't really get the fact that you needed to do elective units to earn extra credits in order to get your degree. Because honestly, when you go to uni, you're kind of just thrown in the deep end. You don't really get things explained to you a lot, which honestly is partially why I'm so excited to do it this time around, because I have that context and I feel like I can actually do better and try harder. And also I'm just older, so I'm probably a bit more responsible as well. Pretty much I studied professional writing and publishing because I liked English in school, and the next step stereotypically was meant to be to go to uni. So I didn't really know what else to do. It just seemed like the best option. I never saw a career at the end of it for myself, which honestly is why I ended up dropping out of that degree, because I was just kind of in it for the sake of being in it and feeling like that I was progressing life more so than I was for actually working towards a goal that I had for myself, which really is probably the main reason you should be at uni. I actually met Braden because of going to Curtin University. I went to university with his sister, so therefore when I went to her birthday, I met Braden. So fun little fact, that's how Braden and I met. And finding a relationship that I knew was for me and that I really wanted kind of gave me that kick up the butt to figure out what I wanted to do, rather than actually just be in this standstill position where I just wanted to be doing something for the sake of looking like my life was in order. So I dropped out of uni, I started applying for full-time jobs. I got a job at a conveyancing company. It's also known as settlements. If you guys don't know what that is, because I personally didn't before I started working there, basically real estate agents don't handle the process of a house actually being exchanged from one party to another. That is the job of a conveyancer or settlement agent or a solicitor. But getting a full-time job and being able to move on and actually have my own money and contribute properly to my life in this apartment with Brayden was just such a huge thing for me. It felt awesome. But that being said, I didn't necessarily think, yes, settlements is what I want to be doing, but now I actually feel like I have some direction and I am pretty excited about it. So I suppose that gets me into what is actually changing around here and what I am actually studying. I'm going to be doing a Bachelor of Communications specializing in web media and marketing communication. I suppose the main questions from that is what exactly does that entail and where do I intend on this taking me? Basically, the other day I was at a family event and I heard my uncle talking about what one of my cousin's friends was doing, and he was kind of like, this guy's making a killing just like doing these posts, like event posts on social media and stuff like that. Also kind of inspired by the TV show Emily in Paris, funnily enough. I don't know about you guys, but I've kind of always grown up looking at things like Devil Wears Prada and like, I don't know, Emily in Paris, for example, as like these really cool, chic, amazing jobs that I could, you know, that would be amazing to have that are just out of reach. But I guess that day where I was like, if my cousin's friend is doing it, why can't I do it? And I don't know, it was just a moment where I was like, I've got to stop being like, these jobs aren't accessible to me, these cool jobs. I am not the person that could ever do that. Like, why aren't I the person that could do that? I have a pretty good take on social media. I have a really good understanding of it. I mean, heck, I've ran my own YouTube channel for an entire year now, putting up 2 videos a week. I run my Instagram. I wouldn't really say I'm great at TikTok, but I give it a shot. I don't know, I can automatically understand a lot of computer kind of things, and I just kind of had this moment where I went, I could totally go after that. So pretty much from that evening, I started looking at different courses that I could potentially do. And then I was like, well, I have all of these units that I did at Curtin. Maybe they could apply to this degree. And I was right. They do apply to my degree. And for that very reason, I can knock an entire year off of a 3-year degree. So that's 8 units, 200 credits, all knocked off. I get my foot in the door a bit earlier, and I don't know, why wouldn't I use them to my advantage? I've been doing a bit of research here and there as well, and there are actually like social media management jobs out there. I am only going to be dipping my toe in the water to begin with, so I'm starting with just 1 unit, taking it really easy on myself. At some stage in the future, I may do 2 a semester, but taking on any more than that would honestly just be a recipe for burnout, considering I am still going to be working full time, considering the bills do not pay themselves. But either way, I am super happy to be having some form of direction to like a future career that actually excites me, which is something that I've never really had. I've never been that person who goes, when I grow up, I definitely want to be this, which if you are that person, you are very lucky. I know that there are so many of you out there who are like me, who kind of struggle to find what you want to do. But honestly, my main piece of advice, being 23 now, woohoo, would be that it's okay to take your time with it. Like, you don't have to know out of school what you want to do straight away. Don't necessarily jump into anything that you're not sure about. Like, I jumped into professional writing even though I didn't see an end goal. Luckily for me, it's going to apply to what I actually want to do, but that won't necessarily be the case for everyone. So go out there, get a full-time job, get some life experience, some perspective. Like, I feel like it's the best thing that you could possibly do for yourself. I really hope that I've covered everything that I wanted to say about uni, but yeah, basically bottom line is I'm studying web communications. I'm doing it online, part-time. I'm still working full-time. As for YouTube, which obviously is probably the most important part for you guys to know, I am still going to be doing YouTube videos. However, I am going to cut back to 1 video a week. I had to put a lot of thought into this decision for quite a few reasons. Probably mainly being that I don't want to feel like a failure for kind of putting less content out there for you guys. However, I'm not going to look at it that way, because taking on university at the same time as working full-time and posting 2 videos a week is just like, why would I do that to myself? I would just have no time to spend with family and friends, which I very muchly value. So therefore, I am cutting back. I do really want your input as to which day you would prefer me to post. At this stage, I'm probably thinking I will keep to Sundays, but if people would prefer me to post on a Wednesday, I would really like you to let me know, just so I can kind of, I don't know, balance the decision the best way I possibly can. I do also like the idea that hopefully I can be a bit more kind of creative with my editing and put more time into that one video per week. So it's a bittersweet kind of thing, less content, hopefully better content. I don't know whether or not you guys think my content needs to be better anyway. Hopefully you already like my content and that's why you're here, but I made this decision because I have to do what's best for me. Don't want myself to get burnt out. It's just never ever a good idea. I still need to be able to work full time, need to be able to handle this degree. So YouTube, you're not entirely being sacrificed, but one video a week, that's me flushing the toilet. Sorry. I think that is everything that I wanted to say to you guys. I really hope that you are on board with this decision, that you're excited for me maybe. I am definitely excited for myself. It's nice to be headed towards a specific goal, so hopefully this goes well. I may post some content in regards to what I'm doing at uni. Do let me know down in the comments if that would be something you're interested in. Obviously it is a bit different because it's not the kind of thing where I'm going to be going on campus because I am studying online, but I don't know, maybe if I have some kind of interesting assignment I might kind of include you guys a bit, maybe in more of my vloggy kind of videos. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to sit down with me and have a bit of a listen to what's going on in my life. If you did enjoy this one, please do give it a massive thumbs up for me. I definitely appreciate it and it helps out my channel that bit too. If you are new here, hello and welcome. Probably a good way to learn a bit more about me, but if you'd like to stick around a bit longer and learn some more, you can hit subscribe down below and ding that notification bell to be told when I bring out a new video. Otherwise, that is all from me today, guys. Big change ahead, only one video a week now, but either way, I hope that each and every one of you have an absolutely wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful, marvelous, spectacular day, and I hope to see you next time. La da da, love ya!